Good evening, friends, family, and anonymous followers. You know who you are. As I move through life, I get asked about my marriage. And as I describe what it's like to live with a compulsive liar, it's really hard for some people to understand. And I lived through 12 years of dishonesty about every single thing. It didn't matter if the details were big or if the details were small. She would lie about every single thing. Now, our marriage ended shortly after I discovered that we were living a huge lie, what I call the government conspiracy story, where she had convinced us that we were being hunted by rogue government agents from events that stemmed from her deployment in Iraq way back in 2005. As I discovered that we were living a complete lie that affected employees, extended family, neighbors, it was a big deal. After our divorce, and she moved away, she began to include other people in the lives of our kids. It didn't take long for me to realize that the story that she was telling then was very different than the story that she was telling people when we were married. With our divorce, I became the villain. And then, as I introduced my story to social media, it didn't take long for her to show up in my comment sections where she accidentally liked one of my videos and then hurried up and unliked it and blocked my account. In her last round of paperwork with her phony protective orders that she comes up with because she feels the need to validate her lies, she explained to the judge that all of my social media was damaging the integrity of her family because the kids were having access to my videos and to my content, and then the kids were asking questions, and it was causing unrest and affecting the stability of their precious family life at home. And with this paperwork, I realized that I had a stalker.
Nobody stalks you more than the person who made you the villain. Because once someone rewrites the story to make you the problem, they have to keep checking that version still holds up.
I've said this before, and I will say it again. A narcissist fears nothing more than the truth being told.